Hello, Mavs fans. Welcome back to another episode of Mavs Insider. Today, we've got some news that could change the course of the Dallas Mavericks season, and we're going to dive deep into what it means for the team and what you can expect in the near future. Before we jump in, though, if you're a Mavs fan, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Mavericks. You don't want to miss any of the action as we break down what's happening in Dallas and how it could impact the team's playoff hopes. Now let's get into it. Recently, news broke that Anthony Davis, the big man the Mavericks acquired from the Los Angeles Lakers, has been assigned to the Texas Legends, the Mavs G League affiliate, to begin practicing. You heard that right. Davis is getting closer to a return, and this is huge for the team, especially given how things have been looking recently. So, why does this matter? Let's break it down. The road to recovery for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was looking like a game changer when he first joined the Mavericks. The trade that brought him to Dallas was one of the most talked about deals of the season. The swap, which sent Luka Doncic to the Lakers just before the trade deadline, raised plenty of eyebrows, but the early signs were promising. Davis was putting up impressive numbers, averaging 25.7 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game, all while shooting 52.8% from the field. On top of that, he was selected to his 10th All-Star game, even though he couldn't play due to an injury. But, as we all know, things took a turn when Davis suffered a left adductor strain during the third quarter of his debut on February 8th. That injury sidelined him, and we haven't seen him back on the court since then. However, the good news is, Davis is now back in action, working his way through 5-on-5 practices with the Texas Legends. The goal here is to get him back into playing shape and ready to rejoin the Mavericks for a potential return this season. It's been reported that Davis is very eager to return to the court, and based on everything we're hearing, his recovery is trending in the right direction. But there's a catch. The decision to bring Davis back is still being carefully considered, as the risk of aggravating his injury remains a concern. And that's where things get really interesting, Mavs fans, because if Davis does come back and is able to stay healthy, it could be the spark the team needs to finish the season strong. Why this could be exactly what the Mavs need, we all know that. The Dallas Mavericks have been struggling recently. 3 straight losses and only 1 win in their last 9 games have made the road to the playoffs a lot harder. The team is hanging on to 10th place in the West, but the competition is fierce, and the Phoenix Suns are just a game and a half behind them. With only 8 active players for their tough loss to the Philadelphia 76ers this past Sunday, it's clear the Mavs are in desperate need of reinforcements. That's where Davis comes in. We've already seen what he's capable of when healthy, and his return could immediately boost the Mavs' chances to hold on to that critical 10th spot in the Western Conference and secure a playoff berth. Think about it. Adding a player of Davis's caliber, especially on the defensive end, could give the Mavericks the extra push they need to compete at a higher level. His presence in the paint, his ability to grab boards, and his scoring touch could make a world of difference. The importance of Jaden Hardy's return, but wait, there's more good news. Another player to keep an eye on is Jaden Hardy. He's been sidelined since March 3 due to a right ankle sprain, but he's another crucial piece for the Mavericks. Hardy has been a consistent shooter this season, averaging 8 points per game and shooting 38.4% from beyond the arc. His ability to stretch the floor and provide some scoring off the bench is something the Mavs will need as they make a push for the playoffs. With both Davis and Hardy returning, the Mavericks could suddenly have the depth and firepower to challenge for that playoff spot. While it's still unclear when exactly Davis will be back, the fact that he's already participating in practice with the Legends is a huge step in the right direction. The Mavericks need all hands on deck, and these 2 players could be the difference makers the team has been waiting for. Looking ahead, the big picture. So, Mavs fans, what does this all mean for the future of the team? First off, it's clear that the Mavericks are not giving up on their playoff hopes. Even though things have been tough recently, the team is making moves to get stronger and better, and having Davis back on the floor will certainly improve their chances. With the West being as competitive as it is, every game counts, and having a healthy Davis to anchor the defense, grab rebounds, and put up points could turn the tide for the Mavs. The question now is, how soon will Davis be back on the court? The Mavericks have made it clear that they want to be cautious, but the reality is that Davis's return could come just in time for the team to make a late-season push. Let's not forget, the Mavericks have the talent, and with Luka Doncic still in the mix, they have one of the most talented players in the league. Pair that with Davis's potential return, and you have a team that can do some serious damage in the postseason. Let's talk about it, Mavs fans now. I want to hear from you, the Mavs faithful. Do you think Anthony Davis can be the game changer the Mavericks need for a playoff push? How soon do you think he'll be back? And what about Jaden Hardy? Will his return give the team the offensive spark it desperately needs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get a conversation going. If you liked the video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Mavs Insider to stay updated on all the latest news surrounding the Mavericks. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more updates on your Dallas Mavericks right here on Mavs Insider.